Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to Minecraft Lovehunt Whisper Edition. My father is doing work right now, so I have to be as quiet as I can. I'm putting my mouth right in the mic so y'all can hear me. I hope. And I hope I don't have to redo this recording. Let's go, let's go. Sapnap. Root, let's go. Well, we have our deed. Let's go. Y'all then fell into step with each other. The walk was quiet, save for the occasional clinking of the ender eyes that came from Dream. It was a bit too quiet for your liking. Check out on who? Are you good, Sapnap? He was nearer to you, being the middle of the small line of follow the leader. You checked up on him as he finished up an apple. Oh, Yeah, I'm all good now. What about you? Are you okay? You nodded your head, earning a smile from the brunette. He stretches his arm out wide, the popping of the joints quite audible. That was quite terrifying, huh? Um, I was scared for you? Question mark. um, we worry about our boy. Sapnap was surprised to hear that. Me? You worried for me? You nodded. It was a terrible experience in your opinion, as there are too many close calls. You're glad that you were able to be of aid to him to time and keep him away from danger as much as you could. Oh, he looks at you with a goofy grin. So worried for me, huh? He had that annoying and teasing tone as he leaned in close to your face. Deeming him as too close for comfort, you shoved his face away. He lets out a hearty chuckle at your reaction. You're adorable, I'm flattered for your concern, thank you. You let out of huff, but it wasn't out of annoyance. You roll your eyes as you focus on the path you guys were taking. Everyone stopped walking when Dream halted in his tracks. It's down here, he announces as he whipped out his pickaxe, beginning to mine away to the ground. George and Sapnap had gone through the same thing on either side of him, so he decided to follow him through and mimic their actions in front of the whole Dream mate. You continued to deeper, not even paying attention until you realized you've dug through the stronghold ceiling and fell through. I hope I'm not too loud. You dealt a bit of damage to yourself thanks to your clumsiness. Dream had safely landed in the water MLG, so did George. Although he let his You're gonna give us a heart attack, Please be careful next time. You let out a sheepish chuckle as you pull out an apple from your inventory and proceeded to munch on it to regen. You all took a better look at which part of the stronghold you guys were located in. You all realized we're in the middle of it with three pathways: the end portal, the library, and a way to another hallway. Huh, lucky. You patted off the remaining dirt off your clothes as Dreams began going towards the portal room, getting rid of the silverfish spawner before setting on filling the gaps of the portal itself. Sapnap scratches his head before heading off the empty hallway that led to the iron door. I'll go over there to check if any stuff I can grab before we enter. Same, I'll check over here. You then left to your own devices yet again. Go with whom? Go with Sapnap. You jogged over to Sapnap's side. He shoots you a grin, appreciating your company. You both walk down the empty corridor and find a chest in between a bunch of slabs. Bingo! He opens up the chest excitedly to find a bunch of rails, coal, and 3 pieces of bread. Sapnap stares the bread before closing its lid and leaning onto the chest. He seemed unsettled. You think we can take a breather? Stay here for a second? Everything's just so overwhelming. I need to catch myself for a bit. You nodded, sitting on the slab next to the chest. You heard Sapnap heave a long sigh. I? You turned to him, his face unsure. I hope you don't mind me, rambling, sort of. I don't normally. I could say that I'm usually affectionate with. Sapnap inhales deeply before correcting himself. What I mean is, I think you're really cool. I don't normally say these things out loud, but I just thought I'd let you know. I like you too? Sapnap looks at you wide-eyed, his face flushed. Huh. And then his face breaks out into a grin. That's cool. That really, really cool. It seemed that he was rendered quite speechless as he was reduced to only a goofy smile on his face. He stands up and gives you a hug. Surprised, you slowly hug him back. After a bit, you both pull away from each other. Sapnap's face was flushed, but his smile was still permanent. Sapnap then steps away and stretches his arm out. Let's head back, yeah? George is probably back from the library by now, and Dream is definitely done with filling up with the portal. You agreed and followed him back towards the portal room. As everyone started to regroup, the quiet humming of the finished portal echoes out. Nervously, Sapnap speaks. Any encouraging words before you hop in? Turn to Sapnap. When you met gazes, Sapnap downly points at himself. Me? You laugh at him as the other two had simply nodded. Sapnap laughs along for a bit as he cheekily scratches the back of his head. Well, we don't know how things will go in the end, but I sure hope that we'll all make it back. Actually, no. I'm sure we'll make it back. Everyone had given each other affirming glances, reassuring one another that they're ready before staring down towards the black vortex. You grip on the axe and shield you're wielding, your nerves making all jittery. On three, Sapnap shakily breathes. 1, 2, and everyone began to run up. 3! You braced yourself as the discomfort of teleporting began to set in. You covered your mouth as you landed into the obsidian platform, trying to get a hold of yourself. George shakes his head as he checks on everybody right after landing. Hi, are you okay? You waved him off, coughing as you do so. It doesn't particularly convince him, but he trusts you enough to regain your balance yourself. Dream and Sapnap seem to have gotten used to the feeling of teleporting as they appeared fine. You struggled to get back on your feet as they began to build their way towards the center of the island where the dragon was situated. You got yourself on your feet and caught up to them. Go ahead and push towards the dragon. I'll take care of the ender crystals. Make every shot count, George. Of course. He runs off to the sides as he had begun aiming to the top of the pillars. Dream turns to you. Me and Sapnap will go ahead and land attacks on the ender dragon. You steer clear from her, alright? Kill some endermen and grab some pearls they drop so that you can filter them to us or use them yourself if you have to flee. You oblige, staying in the outer ring of the island as the two childhood friends rush towards the middle. You dared to make eye contact with the tall, void-like mobs to aggravate them. It proved effective as they began to open their mouths. Their irritating buzzing gets louder as they launch themselves at your shield. You shoved them away and attempted to land hits on them whilst taking caution of any of their attacks and that managed to get too near to you. After taking at least 2 hits from the mob, you counted the amount of ender pearls you gained whilst eating some bread to regenerate your health. Seeing that you've gotten quite a lot, you quickly jumped into the middle to throw some to Dream and Sapnap. Thanks, Sapnap manages to catch it all, tossing the other half towards the blonde who had just landed his water MLG. After a few more minutes of combat, it seemed that the Ender Dragon's health had depleted out until halfway. George has done his job of shooting all the healing crystals. You were busy looking around for the older male when the dragon had launched a fireball near you. You had only heard a soft thudding sound. Before you knew it, you were surrounded by purple particles that began to burn you. Aye! Use an underpull! Get out of there! You fumbled over the items in your inventory, finally stumbling over a spear-like object, throwing it away somewhere safer. Your breath was shaky, and in short puffs you teleported. You looked up your health bar and you see that you have 2.5 hearts left. Aye, are you okay? You wanted to reassure them that you're fine, even a wave of your hand, but the required effort to do as much was too much for you, and you ended up making you feel a lot more lightheaded. George, we need you! Being the nearest one to you, George glances back to you worriedly. You shook your head in an attempt to tell him to go help the others. George furrows his eyebrows together before turning away and ran towards the middle. I'm right here. We need your help in keeping the dragon away from I. Got it. Right. Dream was the sole person out of everyone in your group who has experienced being on half a heart, and you were close. To say it hurt was sugarcoating it. You felt excruciating pain as your heart tried to make up for the blood that you've lost from this recent situation. As you breathed heavily, you fiddled around for the golden apple that had stayed in your inventory for the entire time. The last time you glanced at the dragon's hearth bar, it was nearly finished. Just a few critical hits and it would be over. You sighed as you took your time, finally be able to fish it out from your belongings. You were about to eat it when you heard a bellowing noise from above. The ender dragon was coming right at you. Aye! You froze up and shut your eyes as tight as you braced yourself for what was about to happen. You heard the noise of a hit. You didn't feel pain. You opened your eyes and saw Sapnap, who wielded his axe and managed to land the last hit at the dragon, who had been only one hit away. The dragon screeches as it levitates up, light up protruding its body as it slowly disintegrates into specks of particles and XP points. And right then, a sound effect echoes from Sapnap himself. Sapnap has made the advancement free the end. Everything was silent before the three of them began to whoop loudly. Sapnap! Oh my god! You did it, brother! They both hoisted the younger male onto each of their shoulders as they continued to holler and celebrate. And of course, Sapnap joined in on making the loudest noise as he could pull off, from screeching to chanting out "yeah" multiple times and in beat with the other two. After a whole while of being stunned, you let out your share of giggles. The boys turned around as they heard you laugh. The two best friends then shared a mischievous look with one another before finally settling on your choice to run over to your area. Surprised, Sapnap gripped tightly to their clothes until he was situated on their shoulders. Whoa! Guys, slow down! Oh my god! He was silent when he looked up and saw you. He hops off to his friend's shoulder and latched onto you instead, enveloping you in what seemed to be his equivalent to a bear hug. You wrapped your hands around him, his laughter ringing in your ear, but you can tell that he felt relieved to see that you were safe. You glanced up to see George smiling down at you whilst Dream gave you your golden apple back. You tried to reel in your arms back from the male, but he squeezed you a bit tighter. When he spoke up, it was a bit of a mumble. Let me hold you a bit longer. Flushed, you look at Dream, who simply shook his head as he wore an amused smile. He glances a bit over to George before clasping a hand over the younger male's shoulder. Sap, come on, I need room to breathe too. It was as if you were dealing with a child because Sapnap reluctantly let go of you with a pout on his face. You laugh at him, taking a bite from your golden apple before nudging it nearer to him. He sends you a tiny grin. Thanks, you're the best. He stands up and grabs your arm to help you stabilize onto your feet. Once you were properly standing, he didn't let go of your arm. In fact, he decided to intertwine your fingers together with his. You looked at him whilst being aware of your cheeks were flushed. His hold tightens as he sends you a grin. George decides to coo at the two of you teasingly. Aw, look at the little sappy nappy. George, can you shut up? Aw. Sapnap lets out an irritating huff whilst you let out an amused giggle behind your vacant hand. Dream looked towards you with a pleased glance before turning to George and heading to his best friend's side. As you walk towards the exit portal, you peer down at the swirling black vortex. You are nervous. Will this actually bring you guys home? It seemed that your anxiousness was seeping through the surface as Sapnap's hold of your hand was tightened once more. He looked at you with a comforting smile. You know, for a brave person, you worry too much. Wanna know one thing I've learned from this entire thing? Your silence was a nudge for him to continue his statement. It was that I shouldn't tell him things on all the time. Trust in the process. Lean back a little. Take a deep breath. I learned this from you, so trust in me this time, okay? Your heart fluttered at the word of reassurance and thanked him through the squeeze of your hand. He finds this adorable and lets out a quiet chuckle. Dream looked at each of you. On 3, everyone glared at him. 1, 2, 3. You woke up on your bedroom floor, clutching at your throbbing head. It seemed that you had fallen over your chair. You hear the phone buzzing from your desk. Groaning, you crawled over to check what your notifications were going off for. For the first few spams, it had been from your friends as you were apparently late for your Hypixel game together with them. The most recent was Sapnap 1 Live. Cherry got wrecked, lol. Sapnap. Minecraft. The Realm. You quickly press the notification, the stream's audio booming out of your phone speakers. Haha, sure, chat. You guys really think you're so funny. At least my chair broke. Most of you probably are. Which is why those people who aren't should give more subs while I fix my chair. You laughed at the curt reply that came from the mail. That is definitely your Sapnap. You decide to send him a dono, thinking that it will catch his attention. You hear a loud shuffling from the stream's audio. Okay. Who thought it was funny to just just dono me, hey SnapMap? Who decided they have to speak? Let me go back. Who decided to have the greatest humor of... Let me read that again. Has the greatest sense of humor. He cuts himself off. That was too fast. Wait, hold on. DM me on Twitter right now. Scrambling to its Twitter app and turning the stream's video into picture-in-picture at the bottom corner of your screen. You try your best to send him a message as quickly as you could. You were aware of how quick your fanbase could steal an identity after all. You send him a message. Sapnap, it's me. Do you remember everything? The Minecraft lamp, the hallway, the golden apple? You waited anxiously for an answer when you hear the telltale sound of someone joining TeamSpeak. Sapnap! Wait, hold on guys, shut up. What do you mean shut up? It's I. Oh my god, Sapnap, mute your audio now, you... Oh my goodness, that was too fast. I said it off too fast, but okay, we'll just roll with it. And then the radio silence followed right after. The only thing being presented in the stream was someone's fan out of his character. You looked at your Twitter DMs when your phone buzzed. It's you. Oh my god, it's really you. You smiled sweetly at his response. Before you could even reply back, he sent you another message. How do you want to work this out? Do you want to VC? After the stream or something? Talk things out there? Dream's telling me to buy you a ticket to here. He's annoying. But if you want, then I don't mind talking to him about it. I'm sorry I'm spanning, aren't I? You laugh, chuckle. You're good, Sapnap. I wouldn't mind talking things out later. Nor would I mind visiting you. While Sapnap are muted, you can hear the sound of him stumbling and things creaking and crackling. George's laughter echoes throughout the call. Did you just fall and break your chair again? Dream's wheezy laughter makes its entrance. Sapnap, get a hold of yourself. You watch the chat as they both push on with questions about you and laughing at Sapnap's antics. You can't wait for the call to end after the stream ends. Sapnap romantic ending after hours. Okay, time for the good end or the platonic end. Let's go. Or maybe the bad end. I don't know. I'm quite clueless. Let's go. You heard the noise of a hit. You didn't feel any pain. You opened your eyes and saw Sapnap, who wielded his axe and managed to land his last hit at the dragon, who had only been one hit away. The dragon screeches as it levitates up, light protruding on its body, and it slowly disintegrates to specks of particles and XP points. And then right then, a sound effect of your echoes from Sapnap himself. Sapnap has made an advancement, free the end. Everything was silent before all the dream began to whoop loudly. Sapnap! Oh my god! You did it, brother! They both hoisted the younger male onto their shoulders as they continued to holler and celebrate. And of course, Sapnap joined in on making the loudest noise he could pull off, from screaming to the chanting out "yeah" multiple times and beat with the other two. After a whole while of being stunned, you let off your share of giggles. The boys turned around as they heard you laugh. Their face softened as they lowered the younger male down, approaching you. Dream and George helped you up to your feet while Sapnap picks up a golden apple you dropped. He passes it to you, which you fumbled catching. He simply chuckles at you as he ruffles your hair. It's becoming of a habit for him, you thought. Don't go risking your life like that ever again, okay? Bashfully, you listened to his words, but also shoved his hand away playfully. As you exchanged with the Texan, Dream had been comedically dancing around George while whipping in excitement. You both looked at the two of you who had been fooling around with content smiles on their faces. You let out a small half of laughter as you all made your way to the middle, the exit portal. Dream threw around an arm around George, eliciting a noise of complaint from the shorter male as he ended up being practically dragged around by the younger male. As you all stepped close to the structure, you looked down. Anxiety swirls around your stomach as you peered through the dark, swirling vortex. Sapnap takes notice of this and arches your arm. Hey, we'll all go home once we jump in. I'm sure of that. You can't chicken out now, right? You can hear the faintest hint of teasing of the tone he used in his last line, and that brought a smile on your face. You're a brave person. You know that yourself. And Sapnap has taken notice of that aspect of you too. You nodded, trying to shake the nerves off. Dream then looked at each of you. On three, everyone grinned at him. 1, 2, 3. You woke up on your bedroom floor, clutching your throbbing head. It seemed that you had fallen over your chair. You hear your phone buzzing from your desk. Groaning, you crawled over to check your notifications were going off for. For the first few times, it had been your friends as you were appending late for your high-pixel game together with them. The most recent was Sapnap went live, chair got wrecked, lol. Sapnap, Minecraft, The Realm. You quickly press on a notification, the stream's audio booming out of your phone speakers. Haha, sure, chat. You guys really think you're so funny. At least my chair broke. Most of you probably are. Which is why those other people who aren't should give more subs while I fix my chair. You laughed at the curt reply that came from the mail. That's definitely your Sapnap. You decided to send him the dono, thinking that it will hopefully catch his attention. You can hear loud shuffling from the stream's audio. Okay, we thought it was funny to just don't know me. Hey, Sapnap. We decided it was. He cuts himself off. I? Wait, hold on. DM me on Twitter right now. Scrambling to stir up, turning the stream's audio into picture at the bottom corner of your screen. You should try your best to send him messages as soon as you could. You're sure you're aware of how quick the fan base could steal an identity after all. You sent him a message. Sapnap, it's me. Do you remember everything? The Minecraft realm, the hallway, the Ender Dragon? You waited anxiously for an answer, then you hear a telltale sound of someone joining TeamSpeak. Sapnap! Wait, hold on guys, shut up. What do you mean shut up? It's I. Oh my god, Sapnap, mute your mic audio now, you moron. Then our radio silence followed right after. The only thing being presented in the stream was someone's fan art of his character. You looked at your Twitter DMs when the phone buzzed. I! Is it really you? You're about to think of all the things you could remember from the digital RAM where you received another message. Actually, don't answer that. I was so dumb. You already told me about the hallway and stuff. You chuckled at his reaction. Do you wanna hang out later? Like VC with everyone else? We can make a video if you're cool with that. You raised your eyebrow in surprise. A video? With you? You began to type your response away. I'm cool with it. I can't wait to talk to you guys more. Cool. Cool. That's Pog. You giggled yourself as you clutched your phone close to your chest. You can't wait to record a video with them. Sapnap, platonic on. Minecraft, but your connections are shared. Okay, last ending. Final ending. Whisper, whisper. Okay, last time. Last ending. Let's go. You heard the noise of a hit. You didn't feel any pain. You opened your eyes and saw Sapnap. His face full of determination had slowly morphed into a duller expression as he took a hit from the dragon for you. The remaining heart began to fade out the moment you had glanced up at his health bar. He fell forward. Different parts of his body began to flicker and glitch out as you caught him. He's slowly disappearing to the tiniest bits of particle. No. No! His body felt so cold. Your hand was frantic, and you couldn't do anything but hold him. Sapnap, no! George screamed as he sent his final arrow flying towards the dragon. It lets out a screech as it levitates up, light protruding from its body as it slowly disintegrates into specks of particles and XP points. Right after, Dreamhead immediately skidded towards you, too. He holds one of Sapnap's hand in his tightly. Hey, buddy, stay with us. It's gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay. We're right here, pandas. Sapnap shakily looks towards Dreams. Dream? Dream, I'm scared. Dream hushes him as George makes his way towards you guys. His eyes were full of tears and he had a look of distraught. He kneels down next to you and Sapnap. George! Please don't go. George grabs a hold of the other hand, sobbing into the back of it as he brought up to his face. Your heart hurts at the sight of all three of them broken and crying their hearts out. Sapnap looks at you, his voice barely above a whisper. Will you please do me a favor? You're about to respond to him when he gave out a dry huff of laughter. Of course you can. You're really reliable, and I admire that aspect of yours. But I add brave to that list too. He sends you a faint smile, his body beginning to dematerialize into tiny specks of pixels. Watch over them for me, okay? Before you could even accept his request, the echoes of his quiet giggles ring out one last before the weight of your arms disappeared altogether. George let out a loud wail as Dream covered his mouth to control his sobbing. You sat there, motionless, unable to properly comprehend what has happened. You feel numb, but you also begin to shed your own share of tears. All three of you had stayed there a bit longer, allowing yourselves to grieve for a while longer. After a few moments, Dream took a shakily stance up while wiping the tears away from his face. He reaches out to both of you and George to help you both up to your feet. Come on. We have to go. He keeps his grip on both of your sleeves and George as he leads all three of you to the exit portal. It was silent as he pulls the both of you to the vortex. You woke up on your bedroom floor, clutching at your throbbing head. It seemed that you had fallen over your chair. You heard the phone buzzing from your chest. Groaning, you crawled over to check what notifications were going off for. The first few spams had been from your friends as you were apparently late for your Hypixel game together with them. The most recent was, George not found when live, fixing my chair. Huh. You tapped on the notification and tuned into the stream. Will you have sex with me? George let out a confused half of laughter. You found it funny that this is your first here the moment you joined the stream. What? No, will you please reconsider? Come on, George, it's a funny video. You then heard the British male scoff lightheartedly at the younger male's antics. You're so weird. Come on, restart your Minecraft launcher. I fixed my chair the best I can. Let's work on the code again right now, yeah? Maybe even teach a chat a thing or two. Alright, sure. Give me a sec. You smiled. Their streams together were always fun to watch, especially the times where they start to begin being competitive with each other to the point of screaming and leaving calls as a joke. All of a sudden, you feel like something was missing. You glanced at the charm that connected you to your phone. Your friends had given you as a birthday present. It was a panda. And then you remembered, oh yeah, your Hypixel game. You should really get back online. Sapnap, bad ending, pandas. Alright, well that's gonna do it for today's episode. I can't really speak much because my father's having a meeting behind me. Comment down below what you think of this episode. If you want more Whisper episodes, tell me. And suggest some games for me to play. It's coming to an end for Minecraft Lovehunt, so it would be very appreciated if you could send me some games to play. Not send me some games, send me some suggestions of games to play. And like if you like, dislike if you dislike. Subscribe for more content like this. I do a lot of visual novels, so if you like that, then keep on watching. And I think that's all. Thank you for watching and have a good day.